The T-61 was a concept tank that never saw mass production or battlefield deployment, yet remains one of the most intriguing what-ifs in American military history. Designed in the early Cold War era, it represented a radical departure from conventional tank design and tactics. Unlike the M48 Patton or the M60, which were widely used by the United States, the T-61 was developed under a cloak of secrecy and aimed to outperform Soviet armor not just in firepower but in speed, protection and technology. The T-61 project was envisioned as a super tank, one that could lead the charge in armored warfare with unmatched battlefield dominance. Early prototypes reportedly featured an advanced composite armor system which at the time was decades ahead of its contemporaries, making it nearly impervious to standard anti-tank weapons. It was also designed with a powerful 120mm smoothbore cannon. Long before such calibers became standard for American tanks, this gun was intended to penetrate even the thickest Soviet armor, giving the T-61 a decisive advantage in head-on confrontations. In terms of mobility, the T-61 was designed with a unique suspension system and a high-powered gas turbine engine that would have allowed it to reach higher speeds than any tank in service at the time. This would have made it highly maneuverable on the battlefield, capable of outflanking slower enemy units and exploiting breakthroughs in enemy lines. Some reports also mention experimental automation systems that reduced the crew requirement from 4 to 3, which could have revolutionized crew safety and operational efficiency. However, despite its promise, the T-61 never progressed beyond a few prototypes. Budget constraints, changing military doctrines and inter-service rivalries played a major role in the project's cancellation. In the late 1950s and early 60s, emphasis shifted toward nuclear deterrence and air power rather than traditional land warfare. As a result, high-cost experimental tanks like the T-61 were deemed unnecessary luxuries rather than essential military assets. Today, the T-61 remains a forgotten chapter in American armored warfare history. Its prototypes, if they still exist, are likely locked away in military storage or lost to time, yet its story is a powerful reminder of how close the world came to seeing a radically different future for tank warfare, one where American forces might have entered battle with a tank far ahead of its time, equipped with weapons and armor unmatched for decades to come. Had the T-61 gone into full production, it could have changed not just the outcome of potential Cold War confrontations but also the trajectory of tank design across the world. NATO allies might have adopted similar platforms and the arms race in armored vehicles could have escalated years ahead of schedule. Instead, the T-61 remains a symbol of unrealized potential, a machine that might have rewritten the rules of war but ended up as a footnote in history, its promise buried under the weight of